Hey, welcome back to Block Party Trading Analysis, and we're looking at Bitcoin, US dollar on one day on the TradingView Index. And this is so that we can get a full scope of Bitcoin. We're currently using the logarithmic. If you want to change the size, the style of your scales, then right-click on the scale y-axis. And usually I have it on regular, but this is on logarithmic. And this gives us a nice kind of sloping curve like this one. When you have it the other way, I'll show you what happens, and it looks very irregular, ironically. So back onto the logarithmic. Now, you've probably seen the Bitcoin curve in some interpretation before. This is our own version of the model. As you can see, BTC curve, that's the indicator we use, and it's incredibly accurate for the most part because it takes various different calculations into consideration. But we're looking at a three-pronged attack here as to give us a confirmation for a longer-term macro turn in bullish sentiment. Now, you've probably been under a bit of a rock if you don't know that Bitcoin's been doing pretty well since the turn of 2023. But it's not to say that we are fully out of the bearish cycle just yet. However, I think we are very much nearing it, if not there. And like I said, there are three things that are jumping out at me that would confirm this. First of all is the pi cycle reversal. The pi cycle is a bit of a cult following. As you can see, it manages to nail the top incredibly well, and it hasn't failed since. And this is just basically an inversion of that, looking at the pi cycle bottoms. And we see the bottom come in and then the reversal come in. So as you can see, the reversals have been very, very accurate so far. We've only had two so far. So it's not exactly the most reliable source of data. However, at least it's something. The other thing that we are relying on a little bit more is the actual bottom of the BTC curve model. As you can see here, every time it touches the bottom, it has been very accurate in signifying that we're going to be heading back up. And then last but not least, we have one of my favorites. Now on the daily, when we're using our CVD or the cumulative volume delta for the long phrase of that, the way that we operate with this one is once the price goes overbought or oversold for that matter, but we're just looking at the bullish connotations now. So once it goes overbought, and then we start to draw a trend line from there. And once we break out, we see significant gains almost every single time. It's not the most frequent one. I'd say this is probably, yeah, even this one here, when it breaks out, you'd think that we're in a bearish movement at the moment, but we still get 20% out of that one, which ain't too bad for Bitcoin. So we saw the most recent one, which we did get on this trade, took us about 23%. And at the moment, we've gone overbought and we're just coming down. So we're just waiting to see if this can break out again and give us some more. But with these three things in mind, you've got your pi cycle reversal, you've got the bottom of the BTC curve, and you've also got the CVD daily breakouts coming in. So are we going to pump up long term? Yes, we probably are, to be honest. My long-term bets with Bitcoin, when I say long-term, I'm talking, next few weeks, months, is going to be some pretty big runs up. However, short-term, I'm not super confident. Like, as you can see here, just on this drawing, I do expect we're probably going to head down first, gather a little bit more liquidity before we pump up again. So it is worthwhile setting up some sort of DCA structure, I feel, because I do think we're going to head up pretty aggressively pretty soon. So don't miss that big wave up. It's what we're here for. Thanks for watching.